Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Marie, a dreaming witch, and today we will be doing a reading on the full moon in Libra. So this isn't just a full moon, it is also a lunar eclipse in Libra, and it actually peaked at 3 a.m. Eastern time. So I'm recording this the day of March 25th, 2024, which is fine. We're still going to feel these energies lingering, so if you get to this a few days later or even a week or two later, it's okay. This is going to be a continuous cycle. So I want to jump into a few things about this. So if you want to just jump right to the reading, there's always timestamps below. But I want to go over the last new moon in Libra, which was also a solar eclipse in Libra, and then the last full moon in Libra last year. I like to bring these up because I think it is helpful when trying to figure out how this moon is personally affecting you. To look at the previous cycles of this current new or full moon. So like it's usually 6 months before each cycle. So the last new moon in Libra was October 14th, and that was the solar eclipse in Libra. So that one might be a little bit more important to this. And then the last full moon that happened in Libra was last year, April 6th, 2023. And that was just a full moon in Libra. So I do think we had the one of the eclipses in Aries right after that, but I don't know for sure. But those two dates are good dates to look at when trying to figure out how this full moon is affecting you, what it's bringing up. And you can also look at when the North Node entered Aries and the South Node entered Libra, which was July 17th, 2023, and that's going until January 2025. So that's why I bring these up, because this is like a longer cycle. You know, there's the new moon to the full moon cycle, which is, 2 weeks for the new moon, 2 weeks for the full moon. So like a monthly cycle thing, but there is also like a 6-month cycle. Then there's, I think the nodes change like every 18 months or so. And obviously things in our life, can culminate over different time periods. So I just wanted to bring that up in case you wanted to look at those dates, see if anything was happening or coming up for you around those times. 222 on my clock as I was saying that. So if anything was coming up around those times that maybe you're feeling some similar feelings or you're dealing with some similar situations as those times, and that might just give you some deeper insight as to how this is affecting you and what it's pushing you towards. So all that aside, we're going to get to the reading. I'm Marie, a dreaming witch. I'm an intuitive tarot reader. I'm an artist of multiple forms. I make these handmade notebooks and stickers and bracelets, herbal baths, and a lot of witchy good stuff. So if you want to check any of that out or book a personal tarot reading, you can find all my links in the description below. And yeah, let's get into it. All right, so we're going to be doing the full moon in Libra reading. We're going to be looking at what this full moon is bringing up, what needs to be released, and then we're going to get into some oracle card pulls about what the focuses are for this full moon and this eclipse. I'm going to be doing this pretty much like a full moon reading. I think whatever needs to come out will come out with, the same questions I ask for full moons. So yeah, this is for the collective. You are all, part of my collective if you're here, so welcome. All right, let's get into it. So what is this full moon in Libra bringing up for the collective? What is this full moon and lunar eclipse in Libra bringing up for the collective? Obviously, Libra is a sign of like relationships and balance and partnerships, not just romantic relationships, but all partnerships. It's the scales, it's balancing. So there may be a balancing aspect that obviously comes through, but we're going to dive deeper than that and see, what the deeper details are. 111 when I looked up on my clock. All right. We are already getting some messages. So I've been getting a lot of like new beginning feelings for a lot of people. I mean, that goes with that 111 there. But I'm thinking there's a lot of cycles that are kind of in the middle of the cycle, but it's like a midpoint, I think, for people. All right, so what is this full moon bringing up, Spirit? What is this full moon bringing up for the collective? What is this full moon bringing up for the collective? All right, we got Knight of Wands reversed, and we have the Two of Wands on the bottom. I do feel like there's like hesitancy. That is kind of something that was going with that new beginnings feeling, is like we're on the cusp of stepping away from something. But there's a hesitancy. There's like, you're not pouring your energy into it fully yet. There's still like planning that needs done. There are just more factors that need figured out. I just saw 222 again. So I'm thinking that there's also some kind of agreement. This is a 2, some kind of like agreement within yourself or an agreement with another person before taking some kind of next steps. What else can we say about what this full moon is bringing up? I'm feeling like there's inspiration for people. Even though that Knight of Wands is reversed, I think the inspiration is there, but it's not solidified. Like, I'm feeling cloudy. Like, I don't know why that just feels like the feeling. It's like the ideas are cloudy and they need some kind of solid, like, grounding put to them before they can be put to work. All right, what else? Yeah, the Emperor, like I'm saying, I think there needs to be some kind of grounding. We have the Three of Swords on the bottom. So I think there is a definite need to bring in your control, recognize what you can control. And we have some feelings we need to release. We have some hurt feelings. We have some situations that may have happened recently, as in the last 6 months, that really shook your feelings up, that really hurt you. And we need to work through those. We need to release those, and we need to ground ourselves. We need to recognize what we can control. We can't control other people. We can't control how other people react to us or respond to us. We can only control how we react. And when I say when we react, I want to specify that doesn't mean you can control your feelings. That means you can control the actions you take as a result of your feelings. Your feelings are valid no matter what you feel, even if it seems irrational. That's okay. It's what you do with that. And there is definitely a need to ground these energies, and start releasing these hurt feelings and releasing these resentments. I'm definitely feeling like resentment is a feeling coming through. Seeing the ways that you've played small. What else can we say here, Spirit, for what the full moon is bringing up? What else can we say about what this full moon in Libra is bringing up for the collective? It's that Three of Swords again. All right, so heavy on the releasing hurt feelings, heavy on the processing hurt feelings. Not just releasing them. Releasing them happens when you process them. So you need to feel it to heal it. All right. I know I say that a lot. I feel like this has been a reoccurring card for like months now. I'm sorry if you see me looking at my cat. But we also have Temperance on the bottom here. More of that balance energy, and also like alchemy. I know I mentioned this in one of the readings before, but alchemy and turning something, an unpleasant situation, into something that works for you. That may be something some of you want to look up, is how to alchemize feelings, how to process them. So one example I could think of is like anger. So usually anger is a feeling people are able to identify in themselves pretty easily. You can feel the heat in yourself. You can feel the tension. So how you alchemize that would be to release that somehow, whether you are an artistic person and you release that into your art by writing something or painting something, whatever your medium is, or you just get physical with it and you release it by going to the gym, going for a walk, punching some pillows, something like that. Writing a letter to someone that hurts you might be a good thing for somebody right now. Writing a very strongly worded, honest letter and then burning it. I could see that being very good for some people right now. So yeah, this full moon is definitely bringing up some tense feelings, some inspiration that needs grounded, some events that need worked through, and just an overall sense, I think, of like taking back your power. I think, and recognizing like you have good ideas and just stepping into who you are, I think has been a message I've been seeing a lot. I want to get my oracle cards for this. But yeah, like recognizing your power, recognizing who you are, recognizing what you're worth. Is there anything else Spirit can tell us about this Libra full moon and Libra eclipse? And I think this fits the theme very well of like North Node in Aries and South Node in Libra. There's a big like awakening of releasing people-pleasing tendencies, releasing the things that keep you small, the things that you've been agreeable about that maybe you don't actually agree with. All right, anything else here, Spirit, for this Libra full moon and eclipse? Anything else you would like to tell the collective? Balsamic moon, things come and go, surrender to the universe. I think that's a good message here. And we got Lilith on the bottom, reclaim your power. All right, yeah, I think those two tie that off pretty nicely. Definitely that sense of letting things go, surrendering to the universe, surrendering to the cycles that are happening, and letting a phase be a phase. I don't know. I don't think that came out right. But, you know, recognizing that things change, people don't change. And, you know, maybe you've changed and some of the people or situations you're around haven't changed to, like, match where you're at now. And that's not saying that you're better than them or that they're better than you, but it's saying that maybe you're not so aligned anymore. And there is definitely a big letting go that is just happening, I feel like letting go within ourselves, letting go outside of ourselves. So focusing on that, we're actually going to get right into what needs to be released since we're already kind of getting those vibes. All right, Spirit, what needs to be released with this Libra full moon? What are we releasing in the collective? I've definitely been getting that Lilith energy, 10:10 on the clock, whenever I am doing readings for some people, and just in general. I feel like those kind of archetypes, like Lilith, Medusa, I can't think of who else, but those strong feminine energies, I think those are coming through a lot, and something to look into if you're inclined into that kind of thing. Or just generally looking at ways to step into your own power. That definitely requires some shadow work, I think. I think a lot of this requires shadow work, but you know. All right, what are we releasing with this Libra full moon, Spirit? Oh, that's too many, but thank you. If it's over 2 cards, I'm not taking it. What are we releasing with this Libra full moon? Page of Swords. We got the 5 of Swords on the bottom of the deck in reverse. Let me get one more. I think like naive energy is coming through there. Like that floaty feeling I was feeling earlier. I feel like that's kind of what this Page of Swords looks like to me. I mean, like, I don't know. The way she's standing and holding her head just seems like kind of dazed. It's like, yeah, I've got this sword, but what do I do with it? So, you know, swords, ideas, mental movement, thoughts, breakthroughs. All right, what else can we say about what is being released this Libra full moon? All right, the Strength card reversed. We have the 10 of Cups on the bottom there. That's interesting. I'm gonna get one more and just do it as a 3 card. But we have Page of Swords and Strength reversed. Floaty, ungrounded. Ego. Ego is definitely kind of a thing coming through. Working through releasing our ego. And now, that doesn't mean kill your ego. I'm not all about that, you know, death to the ego thing. We need our ego. We need a healthy ego. We need a balanced ego. All right. Give me one more, Spirit, for what's being released. 4 of Cups reversed. And we got the Page of Pentacles reversed on the bottom. So, Page of Swords, Strength card, and the 4 of Cups reversed. What is being released? Definitely that ego energy. I definitely get that with this 4 of Cups reversed. This is very much like nothing is good enough for me. I do not want to participate. Like, look at that. Like, she's just like, I'm not interested in any of that. And in reverse, I think this is kind of going with like, we're really in our feelings. We're really letting our feelings, our feelings dictate our actions. And that just brings me back to that reaction conversation is, you know, your feelings are valid. You can feel your feelings. You can feel however you feel. But the actions you take as a result of those feelings, those are in your control. Like, you do not have to have an outburst. You do not have to shut down. Now, I will say that, you know, the deeper that your conditioning is, the harder it'll be to change those things. So do not put too much, like, criticism on yourself if you can't just stop. You're not supposed to be able to just stop. But anyway, your ego needs addressed. A lot of our egos need addressed. This is a collective reading, so don't feel like I'm targeting anybody. An ego needs addressed. We need to get these thoughts out of our head. I'm definitely feeling like limiting beliefs are just a thing that is coming up. Like, so much criticism, self-criticism, like negative talk about yourself, and really harping on, like, I'm feeling like there are people that don't want to show emotion. And I think, like, that's why maybe this 4 of Cups came out with this. It's just, like, there are people that are trying to shut their emotions down. And, like, that's just, it's not going to work in the long run. It might work temporarily, but in the long run, they're going to show back up. And so I think we need to work on releasing avoidance. That is definitely an energy here. Releasing avoidance, releasing pessimism, all those like, why me, why this, why they do that, why they look at me like that, all that kind of energy. And then focus on your ideas. Like, why are these so floaty? You have all these inspirations and ideas, and even this Page of Pentacles reversed here, like, there are opportunities that could be coming your way. There are things that you could be doing, but you're a little too stuck in your head, I think. A little too stuck in the feelings. That 3 of Swords that popped back out. And the Chariot here. Yeah, like, I think it's the time to go forward. And I think there's just this stuck energy. Like, this feeling of, like, I don't want to let this situation go. Because, you know, you're not ready to forgive. You're not ready to release that feeling where, I don't know how to articulate what I'm trying to say. I know how it feels. Like, I've been there before myself, you know, where you're holding on to a situation that's already passed for some kind of justice. And this isn't the way that justice is going to happen. Justice will happen when you keep moving forward and you keep releasing these things that happen to you, and you just continue doing what you're supposed to do either way. that is like the real justice is you moving forward with your life. Does it mean that you're just gonna forget all the feelings and stuff? No. It's probably still gonna hurt here and there, but the more you keep moving forward, the more you prove to yourself that you're resilient and that you can move forward. Oh my God, whatever my cat is doing is driving me crazy. All right, he's not there. We're not paying attention to him. We're paying attention to you. So yeah, breathing exercises I think would be good for some people. Just like, there's a DBT skill. I can't remember what it is. I mean, I know stop is one of them. I can't remember what it stands for, but look into DBT, stop, and STAR, I think. I think STAR is like stop, think, assess, react, or respond. Something like that. Where whenever you're getting into these heated feelings, stop. Literally stop. Like, don't say anything else. Don't do anything. Think about it. Try to separate from the story and focus on your feeling. Like, you know, the story might be, oh, they are trying so hard to offend me. They're degrading. They're this, they're that. No, separate from that. Step into like, I feel so angry. I'm getting very heated. I feel hurt. My chest is sinking. You know, whatever the feelings are for you. And then, you know, take some breaths and respond from there. And if someone keeps making you feel that way, the response might be to stop talking to that person. I feel like that's getting really specific. So I don't know who that's for, but I'm sorry. But similar situations, even if you're like dealing with work, now is the time to focus on our reactions. I think people are being very impulsive with their reactions and angrily impulsive. I just feel like anger is bubbling under, like, I don't know where it's coming through here, but it just feels angry. So anything else we should know about this full moon in Libra, Spirit? Anything else to add to this? All right, it's 2 cards. I'll take it. It's Queen of Swords and the Empress, and they're both in reverse. So this is definitely kind of bringing back that remember who the fuck you are energy that I was feeling. Like, I feel like, especially the feminine people out there, and that doesn't mean you need to be female. We all have masculine, feminine energy, but the feminine energy in people needs to be reclaimed. It needs to be worked on. You know, the Queen of Swords and the Empress are some, like, boss bitches. I don't know how else to say that. But they, you know, they're people that get things done. She is in charge of making sure the harvest lasts, and she is the partner to the Emperor who we have out here. And the Queen of Swords seeks the truth. And both of these being in reverse, I really feel like are some hurt feelings, some bitter energy, some need for some self-love. What do we got on the bottom here? We got the Six of Wands reversed. There's definitely some hurt egos. And I hate using that word because I know some people see that or hear that word and they're like, oh no, I'm shutting that down. We even got the full reversed here. It is time to move forward. It is time to let whatever you are harboring, like whatever story, whatever situation that you are holding on to, it is time to let that go. It is time to move forward. And it is time to figure out a way to alchemize those feelings, a way to release them, feel them, and, you know, work through them without hurting yourself. So that's my spiel there. I feel like this is a little intense. We're going to get into the focuses for the full moon and eclipse with the oracle cards, and then we will be done. So if you've hung around this long and listened to me, you know, thank you. All right, what are the focuses for the full moon in Libra? What is the collective focusing on with this full moon in Libra? And, you know, the eclipse energy. These cards are so big, they're hard to shuffle. All right. What is the collective focusing on with this Libra full moon? We got intuition as the first card. So definitely listening to your own intuition. I feel like this has been coming up too. Listening to your gut feelings. If you've been feeling like a situation or a person is off and you don't think it's just like some anxiety, there are red flags that are there, or like maybe, you know, they're like not entirely red, but you know. Self-worth. I think that just goes with what I was just saying. 2 2 2 2 4 2s. All right, 2 2 2 2 whatever. Self-worth. Don't put yourself in situations that aren't worthy of you. Don't keep yourself there. Don't play small. Don't, you know, we're definitely going through some healing here. Some reconnecting with self. I think that Empress card can go with that grounding energy too. So, oh, if you have a method of grounding that you prefer, I would suggest that. If you don't, I would suggest sitting near some plants. Time out. Taking some time out of your day, out of your week to breathe. That's even a tree right there. So I think that just goes with what I'm saying. Connect with nature. Spring is here. The Empress is a symbolic energy of spring. We have strength on the bottom here. Intuition, self-worth, and time out are the focuses. So focus on reconnecting to your intuition. Let me see if this has a good message in it. The intuitive mind is a sacred gift, and the rational mind is a faithful servant. We have created a society that honors the servant and has forgotten the gift. Albert Einstein. So don't let the voice of the ego fill your head with negative and disruptive thoughts. Simply observe this loud voice. Now give that quieter, gentle, loving voice within you a chance. Life isn't about killing the ego, but simply nurturing and watering the divine within you. In doing so, the ego fails to grow and survive in the light-filled body of love. All right, so back to that ego. And self-worth with this ego talk makes sense too, because, you know, we base our self-worth usually around what our ego believes about ourselves. So this is saying, you know, you are enough. Step back from trying to justify your existence with all the things that you constantly do. Stop comparing yourself to others. Don't feel like you don't measure up to people. No one's perfect, even the people you're comparing yourself to. Too much of your personal power is being given to others. You are worthy. It's time to stop walking in the shadow of others. The more you come to see your own value and worth, the more others will see this in you as well. No matter who you are, what you feel you've accomplished, you are magnificent and unique, and you are enough. Right? And time out. Time out. Stop racing around the clock. Step outside and feel the magic and oneness of nature. Time out. If you've picked this card, Spirit is calling for you to slow down. Take some time out from your busy schedule and hustle and bustle of your everyday life. Chasing the clock and getting yourself all caught up in the illusion of time has been taking its toll on you. For so long, you've been at war with time and statements of, I don't have enough time. Spirit understands your hunger and desire to evolve as a soul and can see the blockages that stop you from exploring further. Feeling as though you don't have enough time can feel you leaving irritable, anxious, and drained. Recharge your mind, your body, your soul. Step away from the stress of the ticking clock. Step outside into the natural world. Smell the flowers. Enjoy the sunset. Breathe in nature's beauty. Disconnect from the phone, computer, TV, and connect to nature's rhythmic cycles. Ground yourself by feeling the grass under your feet. This is the best way to unwind and renew your energy. And this will help your intuition, is what it was also saying. This will help you reconnect with your intuition. So these are our focuses for the full moon and the eclipse. Intuition, self-worth, time out, time to reconnect, time to disconnect from distractions, from timelines, from ego. Not killing the ego, but reconnecting with your ego in a healthier way. What is your ego saying? What is it crying out? Why is your self-worth being affected? What is your ego telling you? What story is it telling you? So I think we're gonna leave it there. I don't think there's much more to dive into with that. There's definitely a lot of heavy energy with this, and we have strength on the bottom. I think that's important too, and gratitude behind it. Important to reconnect to is your inner strength, that resilience I was talking about, realizing how much you've made it through, realizing how much power you hold in yourself, and how much you are worth. So I'm going to leave that there. I thank you for watching this reading. All right, one more. We have hope that came out on the top. So there is hope. Things will work out in the long run, but you need to put in some work. You need to ground your energy. You need to get out of that floaty space. You need to release some feelings and reconnect with yourself. Reconnect with what you want. I definitely think that, you know, there's an energy of rediscovering ourselves going on right now, where people are realizing what they actually want from life. Maybe you were caught up in the hustle bustle of a job and you kind of lost track of what you were really going for. So now is a good time to start reconnecting with that. All right. Thank you for watching. Again, I am Marie, a dreaming witch. I offer personal readings if you want to dive in deeper with yourself. I make these notebooks and stickers, bracelets, and other witchy good stuff that is coming out. And yeah, if you like this video, please like, comment, subscribe, share it, whatever you can do to support my channel. I really appreciate it. So yeah, have a nice full moon and a nice last week of March. I will see you guys for the next moon.